Hello, my friend. I hope that you are doing well in this greeting time. While Russia is fighting in Ukraine and China is preparing for the scenario of invading Taiwan, and Gaza, which is entering into a war with Israel on its 45 days until now, which receive moral support from China and Russia. They are a theorist or a many theorists reason that the war before the 7th of October is not same as after it because Putin, president of Russia, and Xi, president of China, have regained their activity and are preparing for what is coming, and America will face them together. This means that there is a new influence on the horizon. In this world that recognizes the survival and of the fittest and its light of the increasing acceleration of armament and military power, where every conflict on the planet affects all countries of the world in the east and west. Even very distant countries are affected by the situation. So everyone is looking now for interest and for his share of the cake. At the beginning of the year 2022, the world witnessed the Russian invasion of Ukraine. As this war was reflected the rest of the country of the world in terms of economic and political crisis, division and military crisis that made our country rearrange their card again. And 6 weeks ago from now we witnessed the attack of armed groups on Israel on the 7th of October in a sudden and resounding way as armed group emerged from the largest president in the world and breached a separation Israel wall and an army equipped with superior technology, which led to new division as the United States of America declared that it stands with Israel, while the Arab country stood with Palestinians, calling for stop the war and reaching an armistice agreement. But Russia and China found the conflict an irreplaceable opportunity to strengthen their strategic position. So how do Moscow and Beijing benefit from it? In the war of Gaza, Russia, which was married in a war operation 2 years with Ukraine, was fighting Ukraine supported by the West at, as all Western weapons were laden to Ukraine. But the Gaza war turned the equation around the created hard card with the outbreak of the war in Gaza. The United States of America stated that it would support Israel with weapons, the same weapons that were heading east to Ukraine. This is a positive point for Moscow in the Gaza war, which is the transfer of support from Ukraine to Israel. That is what the United States of America felt as it was afraid that total and unconditional support for Israel would negatively affect Ukrainian support, which could lead to a collapse in Ukraine. On the one hand, there is also Iran, which seeks to fight Israel throughout its military agents in the region indirectly. However, if the war expands in the region, Russia will not abandon its ally, because Iran, by supporting it to exalt the Western alliance that support Israel. This will also constitute and appreciate opportunity for Russia to strengthen its presence in the Middle East, as since the beginning of the war in Gaza, Russia has remained neutral and announced its support for the Arab country, while at the same time remaining in good relation with Israel. This might give it the advantage to play a mediation role later, and this will give it some time to reduce Western support for Ukraine. As for China, which has been competing with the United States of America since forever, it has lost a lot of opportunity. It's now still neutral with Taiwan, and it has not caused any concern to Washington. However, Beijing is looking for political gains in the region and the world. It wants to become the savior to which the world is heading. China believes that the United States of America does not, because China believes that the United States of America does not play a mediation role in the war between the Palestinians and the Israelis. But Rachel stands on the one side in support for Israel, and this role is negative and fueled to conflict. Therefore, China presents itself as pacemaker and mediator who can grant everyone endeavors is ready to reach a lasting solution for both parties. China wants to play the role of country capable of resolving all regional disputes and conflicts. It seeks to exploit its close relationship with Iran by reaching an agreement to end the war in the region, with aims of preserving its economic interests in the region. For a long time, China and Russia have shared equal and complementary interests. To return of the Palestinian uses to the forefront again takes away the spotlight that has been on term for years and reduce the region conflict with Washington. So that both China and Russia want to play the role of peaceful country, and they take into account the importance of Palestinian uses to the Arab country. Therefore, the ease of the conflict in the region will have a direct impact on them. What is important in is the decline of the Western world at a level. Militarily, Israel and its allies have suffered military losses in its that's war in Gaza since October 7, and its failure to launch a sweeping ground attack against armed groups in the Gaza Strip has also increased the crisis. Politically, the matter might end with Israel and China mediation between Palestine and Israel, which mean the defeat of the West in the political equation. This will push the country of the Middle East to work together without relying on the United States of America. Wars always leave political, military, and humanitarian consequences, but the long duration of the war in Gaza will leave major impact on the world. The division is not new, but the ambitions of Russia and China have become clear, and the world will not ignore them. No matter how the United States of America tries to break their power and military influence, the war is still ongoing and the country are still trying to reach a solution. But usually everyone will emerge victorious from this war and benefit, except for the residents of Gaza and its original people. Will this so the question is, will this war stop? The future will answer. So we have reached the end of this episode. Thank you very much for your watching, and see you again.